Welcome to the Carousel, the number one show for all the latest news, rumors, and scoop in the college basketball coaching carousel. Adam Gordon here, joined as always by Brian Burton, All Access Network. Good afternoon, Brian. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm good. We pushed back a little bit, but it's a beautiful time. We got some snacks going with the little one and a little nap time, so we're good to go.
I love it. Yeah, as always, not here to celebrate anybody's jobs, being open or people losing their jobs. We've all been there. You coach long enough, you're going to find yourself in that position.
Yes,
we're just simply here to talk about, what's out there, what we've heard, what we think. And we want this to be interactive, so we want to hear what you've heard and think. So please drop us comments, shoot us a DM, text us anonymously on the hotline, 662-418-9031, a.k.a. my cell phone. And let's jump into it, Brian. What do we got?
Hotline bling. I like it. Wes Miller.
So yeah, broke last night, and I swear we should just do impromptu shows, because you texted me yesterday morning, or maybe even the afternoon before, you heard this was coming down. I swear we get the scoop first. It's just not on our show days.
Right.
But great hire. Everyone was kind of wondering what high major job Wes Miller would go with after not getting North Carolina. And bam, all of a sudden Cincinnati comes open. Is this a steal for them?
Definitely a terrific hire. I mean, a guy who was pretty close to being a head coach at North Carolina. He lands at Cincinnati, but definitely a high-level program. Great get for them. And they didn't waste a lot of time. I mean, the thing about this, I don't know if it's the Zoom era or because people don't have to come to campus, how to do those arrangements, but people are getting a lot of these jobs done a lot faster than it seems like they have in the past.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with that. And how about the American Conference? Just the coaching is just pretty dang good.
Yes, it is.
You think about the guys that have – now you got Wes Miller there. You got UConn, Wichita State with Isaac Brown. Pretty good group of coaches in that league. Yeah, Coach Huff, Cabral Huff, tuning in. We appreciate you listening as always. Wes is a great guy, and I think he'll do well there. I do. It'll be interesting to see what he does with his staff. I think he's going to take –
And congratulations real quick to Coach Huff on his championship season in year one as a head coach at the college level, NAIA, Voorhees College. Shout out.
Yeah, Voorhees. They won a conference championship still in the national tournament, right?
Yeah, they went to the national tournament. I think they lost by one, if I'm not mistaken, by one possession, if not one, in the game that they lost. I think they won a game in the national tournament as well. So a lot of love for Cabral Huff, one of the best guys in the business, and always showing love, man. He's on every Zoom, every podcast. If you ever want to know what's going on, really, we probably should have Cabral Huff on one day to have him. He may have more scoops than all of us.
Cabral Huff to UNC Greensboro? Is that?
Ooh.
Are we starting that rumor here today?
Do we need to do a Cabral Huff watch like we do?
What do you think Wes Miller does with his staff? You think you've seen a few guys get jobs and they brought everybody. Ryan Odom.
Yeah, shout out to UNC. Just did that.
Took his whole staff to Utah State. That's where regional type stuff comes into play. North Carolina and Cincinnati, obviously different regions of the country. What do you think he does there?
Yeah, I'm just gonna, as a former coach, I'm gonna vote for bring the whole staff.
Yeah, I always love it. Yeah, I always love it.
It's like we all love as former coaches, we love the promotion from within, right? We love those too. So we're going to say hopefully he does that with his staff. Because he got a championship staff. They won multiple championships there, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And with the portal now, I just feel like you can get the local kids because you're doing a good job being connected, but I just think that the portal changes a lot. So recruiting is so different now that you don't necessarily have to have the same exact recruiting ties to the area that you used to have.
Here's my question, Brian, about that. And I know teams are going to do it just because people are victims of this is what we've always done.
Right.
But when the NCAA opens it up in July, are coaches really going to spend thousands of dollars and go sit in the gym for freaking 2 weeks straight watching high school prospects when
Yes.
they have no intentions of signing any high school prospects? Like,
Yes, because they may just sign one. Because the thing I know about coaches, when there's an early signing period, you can't sign guys from the portal. And coaches still like to sign guys in the early signing period. So whether it's junior college or high school, I think that's the biggest advantage for high school kids is having a good summer so that you can possibly sign in the early signing period. So I don't think it's completely gone. You still see some guys signing from high school. It's just not as many as normal.
I just think it's a waste of money and like resources to do that when you can just watch it all online. You can still, I mean, that's how people are evaluating now.
Yeah, it's harder to do it that way. I got another one for you to piggyback what you just said. Are people going to go back to doing official visits? Because people are getting so much done on Zoom. You save a lot of money there too, which I imagine they probably will, but definitely something to toss around. Maybe to some of the schools that don't have the money, they won't. And will it hurt them? Will it help them? Be interesting to see.
We shall see. We shall see. All right.
Real quick on Ryan Odom, the Spartans' all-time winningest head coach. He had 185 wins in 10 seasons and 4 conference regular season championships.
Who's this? Oh, Wes Miller.
Yes. Wes Miller. Sorry, Wes Miller.
Yeah. Unbelievable job there at UNC Greensboro, and excited for him to see what he can do with the Bearcats.
Yep.
Your guy, Joe Golding.
Yes, indeed.
After doing a phenomenal job building Abilene Christian into a perennial champion.
Yep.
Got the UTEP job. This is like a great fit, isn't it?
Phenomenal fit. I don't think it could be any better. Cool to see this happen for him. Cool to see it happen for UTEP, a place that I used to work, and then the guy that I used to work for. Just ecstatic for him and his family. As he said in the press conference, he's a West Texas guy. He went to Abilene. He grew up in Midland and kind of Wichita Falls area of Texas. So, I think it's a tremendous fit. He's the right guy for the job. He already has met with the local people at one of the local restaurants at 8:30 this morning. I think he's going to do a great job kind of connecting to that fan base. And he's not hiring his staff because his staff, which I'm sure we'll talk about, but we can go ahead and go there.
We're going next. Yeah,
his associate head coach, Brett Tanner, got the head coaching job at Abilene Christian, which is so cool that they did it the next day. Like, they didn't waste any time. The same day that Joe has his press conference, he's having his. So I think that was really cool of Abilene Christian to do that. And then they're keeping the assistant staff, it sounds like, and Joe will have to hire an entire new staff at UTEP.
Everyone, hurry up! Send your resume to UTEP.
Better hurry. high level place. So high level place. Great AD. Great community. Excited to see what coach is going to do there. He said it himself on the press conference too. You know, Abilene took time to build. Obviously, it was a D2 going Division I, and they accomplished some crazy, amazing accomplishments and going to the tournament twice and beating Texas this year. But he feels like UTEP is a place you can win right away. I would tend to agree. So excited for him.
Absolutely. Yeah. And with going back to Brett Tanner taking over at Abilene Christian, Brett's been with Joe the whole time, I believe.
I think the whole time in Division I. So we were Division II. The first year Division I, Brett Tanner came. And so, and to his credit, going back to Brett Tanner, to celebrate him real quick, was a head coach at Fort Scott in Kansas, I believe, JUCO back in the day. That's where he kind of got connected to Beard. And but he was the associate head coach at Stephen F. Austin, where they had won championships under Danny Casper. And when Casper went to Texas State, Tanner came to Abilene Christian to work with his best friend and build something from the scratch, which is really hard to do. And it's paid off for him, man. He's the mastermind behind a lot of the defensive stuff they did. Just a great, consistent, hardworking, really great coach. So excited for him. It was cool to see the players rally behind him too. I think one of the players said they weren't going to practice until they officially named him the head coach, and I guess they had practice the next day because they named him the next day.
Yeah, that was funny. I saw that on Twitter. Like, the players were holding out.
Yeah,
I wonder if Brett, like, because this has been like everyone knew Brett was going to get the job. This was not a big secret. Like, and so I wonder if Brett called the player and was like, "Yo, chill out. Like I'm getting the job. There's some things that have to take place. We got to sign contracts.
Right.
I need to go practice.
It's cool to see the players do that, though. That's when you know
it is
special
cool.
That they've built and done there, and how much respect and beloved kind of just feelings that they have for him. So I think it's really cool. I'm excited for him. I got to work with him for a year, and think the world of him as a coach and family man, and excited for him to get his shot, because he didn't get that shot at Stephen F. Austin like he really had actually earned there. And it's cool to see him get an even better shot at Abilene Christian now going to the WAC. Okay.
IUPUI finally, after a 2-year coaching search, found the guy that's been there all along, Matt Crenshaw. Actually, he's not there currently. He was at Ball State, but Matt's played at IUPUI, right, and coached there for a long time.
Yeah, so, played there. His jersey's retired. He's in the Hall of Fame. He was on a team that they made a transition as well, D2 to Division I, and he was on the team that went to the tournament under Ron Hunter, who's the head coach at Tulane. And he played with George Hill there as well, and assistant at Ball State. Really tied into Indiana. Really knows IUPUI. He was an associate head coach at IUPUI before I worked there for a season. We coached against Ball State. I got to know him a little bit. Great guy. They run that little matchup zone. I think similar. He's going to bring that back out. I've heard him speak on some Zoom clinics, so hopefully he brings back out the matchup zone that Ron Hunter and him went to the tournament in, and he can always – I think it's cool that so many guys are getting a chance to coach their alma mater. So excited for Matt, well-deserved. Kind of one of those guys, puts his head down, not a self-promoter, just works. So I'm happy for him.
Yeah, but really, come on, we could have done this 2 years ago. Right? It's not like he had this big come up in the last 2 years. He's been the guy for the job the whole time.
It's definitely one that's made sense for a long time, but the ins and outs of it, that's what the ADs get paid the big bucks for. I'm just happy that they have him coming home and he gets a chance to coach his alma mater, because it's one of those unique jobs. It's not necessarily the best job in the league. It's not by far not the worst, but it has some challenges, and I think he's a guy that can be able to kind of overcome a lot of those challenges and sell the university as good as anybody possibly could, and connected to the alumni base, former players. He has a story to tell, so it'll mean a lot to him to get that place going, so I'm excited for him.
All right. Okay, we're going with this one last.
We got news. It actually is official.
Okay. So I didn't put the thing. Hold on.
Yeah, he's official.
Yeah, everyone. Tommy Lloyd. We were just waiting till it became official, till our round the clock tech team added his name to the graphic. Does it have 2 L's? Did I spell it right?
You did.
I apologize.
You did.
But yeah, congrats to Tommy Lloyd, Gonzaga assistant coach, the coach in waiting up there. Said, I'm not waiting anymore. I'm going to Tucson to take over the Wildcats.
Yeah, big time move. I mean, these kind of moves don't happen very often, where a top level program assistant gets a elite blue blood job in the country. So
your first head coaching job at Arizona.
Incredible.
Welcome to the deep end of the pool, my friend.
Incredible.
He'll do great, though.
He'll do great. He's a big part of the reason why they've been successful at Gonzaga at such a high rate. And it's a big hit to Gonzaga, so Arizona was probably smart to make a big hit to a competitor. But happy for Tommy Lloyd, and I think he's going to do a great job. And whatever this transitionary period and whatever sanctions they may have to possibly face, he's going to get through whatever is in front of him, and I think he's going to do a tremendous job. Great recruiter, great basketball coach.
Yeah, hard enough to have your first job be at Arizona. Now you got to throw on a FBI investigation on top of it. Good luck.
And he'll get the alumni behind him. I know Gilbert Arenas had some outspoken comments about who he wanted. He wanted Damon Stoudemire, which would have been a great choice as well. But he wouldn't refer to Tommy Lloyd by name, said he wasn't quite qualified. So once you win, you win the alumni back. So Tommy will do a great job of that. I've no doubts. And Gilbert Arenas is never afraid to say what he thinks. I'm
a big Gilbert Arenas fan.
He's never afraid. No chill Gil is what they call him for a reason.
That's right. Okay, UNC Greensboro now probably the best open job at the Division I level.
Yeah.
Hold on. John Beeline, unconfirmed, that he was at the Greensboro Coliseum earlier this morning. We're working on getting confirmation there. I don't see John Beeline taking this job, but UNC Greensboro is a great job, a great situation. Obviously, Wes Miller elevated it to like from a good job to great, but you're taking over a program that's won 3 of the last 5 championships in their conference. Who do we like for that one? You get the comments, Coach Malloy, hire from within, Andre Gray. Absolutely. You've been seeing this blow up on Twitter the last few days. Would love to see Andre Gray get the nod here. Mr. Carolina himself. What do we think there?
How do you not? I mean, he almost got he was in the interview process for Western Carolina and was a finalist. Didn't get it.
Was he a finalist there? I know like Twitter had his name, but like did he actually was he a finalist?
He was in the process. Maybe he wasn't a finalist, but he was involved in the process.
Okay, cool, good.
So, maybe the reason why he didn't get that one is so he can get the even better job in Carolina. So
everything happened for a reason.
Yeah, I hope he does. I mean, it's been a trend. There's only really one school that I can think of, UMBC, maybe the only one that didn't kind of move up Nate Dixon. But everyone else, for the most part, has moved up the guy after they've won and gotten the next job. So I'm hoping that Andre Gray gets his nod. He deserves it.
Yeah, we've talked about this time and time again on the show. Like, if you're a mid-major program and you're winning at a high level, just move the guy up. What are we doing? John Beeline is not. There is no John Beeline watch for your program.
No.
So hire from within. But let's
and like you said, Mr. Carolina too. So I mean, he's been there to win. He's been in the state. No one knows the state better, and he's the right man for the job. I'm gonna keep pushing. So there's some of the names that have moved up. We have David Riley at Eastern Washington, moved up as his coach went to Portland. Speedy Claxton at Hofstra, Drew Valentine at Loyola, John Aiken at McNeese State, Terrence Johnson at Texas State, Greg Young at UT Arlington, Brett Tanner at Abilene Christian. Looks like Jace Coburn, which we'll talk about next, could be doing the same. So Andre Gray. I have no other names. I refuse to say any other names. Give Andre.
Oh, you refuse? Okay, he's refusing.
Andre Gray.
We don't have that kind of juice here, by the way, Brian, where like you refusing to say other names is not going to help Andre get him the job.
For me, it helps. It helps my own conscience.
Okay. I was going to say, let's throw out some names just for fun. Like who else could even be in the running? If you don't want to participate, I'll just do it by myself here.
Yeah, I'll let you do it. I'm an ISO Andre Gray here.
Yeah. No, and trust me, I'm all for Andre. But just trying to, give the folks something to
entertain the people.
Just all for fun. Probably not a good enough job for Lavelle Moton to leave North Carolina Central, but there's no question it's a better job, right?
Why is it not a good enough one? Because you think he wants to get something bigger, or he should get something bigger?
I just feel like I definitely think he should get like consideration for high major jobs. I don't know why he hasn't left. Obviously, he's happy where he's at.
Yeah.
I would just imagine he'd be wanting something bigger, but I don't know. Like, he'd be great. He'd be fantastic.
I look at like that move from UTEP for Golding and some of these other guys who, Shante Liggins who moves up to Portland. Like, it's a championship level program now. So, I mean, definitely a great, much better job from a resource and pedigree standpoint than the one he's in. So that's definitely an interesting name. I was a little torn when the UTEP thing was happening because I had Golding on one side and Tang on the other.
Right.
Go right with either one, and I think this is a similar one. It's like I don't think you can go wrong with either one. You'd like to see the guy inside to be able to get promoted, but yeah, Lavelle Moton would be a great name as well.
All right, I'll throw out some other ones for you.
Yeah,
how about Austin Clonch at Nicholls State? Won the championship at Nicholls.
I like that.
Not easy to do. He'd be great.
He'd be really good. Kind of fits the similar younger go-getter mentality of the coach that was just there in Wes Miller. So Austin would be tremendous.
So there you go. There's a couple names for you just to have something to think about.
I like it.
Okay, you want to talk Portland State next?
Let's do it.
Okay, there's not much to say here, right? We talked about it the last few times.
Pretty simple. Should move
It sounds like Jace Coburn is gonna get the nod. At least that's what kind of everything I've heard has said that. So this could just be a timing deal. Have you heard any other names for this?
I have not heard one other name, and maybe that's for a good reason. Not sure.
Okay. Central Michigan, anything new there? Thunder Dan Marley still holding out hope.
I don't know if you have a John Beeline watch there or not, but it's pretty quiet. Pretty quiet.
John Beeline has not been unconfirmed spotted.
I mean, he was at Michigan, so it's kind of.
Is it Kalamazoo? Is Central Michigan in Kalamazoo? No.
Yes, it is.
It is? Okay.
Central Michigan. Let's look it up. Let's make sure we're correct.
Yeah. Well, we got no new rumors there.
John Beeline is not on the watch there.
Not on the watch there. Arkansas Pine Bluff. Anything new there?
I got nothing.
Nothing from the tip line or the hotline.
No hotline bling on that one. Is there any? Is there Corliss Williamson? Can he come back and do it again?
Corliss Williamson was at Central Arkansas.
I know. Can he come back and do Arkansas's head coaching job again?
He could. He didn't have the most successful tenure. He's a great guy. He didn't have the most successful tenure at Central Arkansas, but he's since coached. I think he's been coaching in the NBA since.
I think he has too. Yep.
And so I'm all for guys getting a second shot, but that's not a name that jumps out at me. I don't know. Montez Robinson. How about?
Yeah, we said that one last time. Yeah.
Okay, Delaware State. We mentioned Xavier Silas, assistant with the G League Delaware Bluecoats.
Yep.
He's a great player at Colorado. Played in the league for a little bit. He'd be a great fit. Great person. He's spoken time and time again. He's actually speaking this weekend, Brian, at our Intro to Coaching conference.
Nice.
Which is a free event for athletes that are trying to make the jump to coaching. Registration's closed, so if you're not registered, it's too late. Sorry. But we are still looking. We're concluding that with a speed interview round.
Yeah.
And just to clarify, because I got blown up on social media yesterday, we're not looking for people to be interviewed. We're looking for schools that are looking to hire somebody that are looking to interview.
Connect.
Yeah, exactly. We've got about 25 schools already committed to conduct interviews. So it's pretty cool.
Very cool.
But we still have spots for a few more. If you're looking to hire, hit me up. If you're just looking to get hired, just get in line.
Get in line.
No, sorry, but registration is closed for this event, so you'll have to wait till next year for that one, or the next time we put something like this together.
For the record, Central Michigan's in Mount Pleasant. It looks like
Mount Pleasant. Apologies.
Yes,
our Central Michigan crew.
Not Kalamazoo.
Central Connecticut State. What are we doing?
Yeah, it sounds like there's a little bit of I don't know where they're in the interview process. Supposedly they are further along in the interview process. What was I told? Let's see if I can find it today. Zooms Monday and Tuesday. Now starting to progress. Not much on names though. It looks like they're actually moving forward, which is good.
Okay.
We've heard the same names for this. I don't think it's really changed. It's just now it's finally hopefully moving along. So hopefully we have some more scoop by next week when we on this one. This one's kind of been lingering for a while. Okay,
good deal. Anything new on the women's side? What do we got? What do we got on the women's side, Brian? UMass Lowell opened up today. Their coach stepped down. We've had some hires. Katie Young Stout, the busiest person in the spring, has basically helped schools fill every job that's been open.
It feels like like it. Shout out to Katie, board of directors for DEI Alliance Rising Coaches.
Absolutely. Anything else on the women's side, or any other scoop you got for a small college? How do you pronounce the D2 that opened? Chowan?
I don't know that one. I know that shout out to Chris Crutchfield, left being a Division II head coach to go be the assistant at Oregon to fill Tony Stubblefield's position. And now that means East Central Oklahoma is a D2 that's open. That challenging job in that league, but definitely an open D2 job. There's not a lot of smaller college jobs that have really opened this offseason yet. There's been a lot of movement in Division I, but D2 NAI has been pretty slow.
Do you think there will be some more movement, or you think it's just going to not be a whole lot of turnover there?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be as much, but I think there are some guys that are getting moved up, like Crutchfield is, to go to the next level. I think we had the Indiana State head coach was a D2 guy. He moved up as well.
Yep.
I don't know if his position's been filled, but
yeah, they promoted from within.
Yeah, we love those. There'll be ones like that. I just don't know if there's going to be a lot of turnover at those levels. Maybe it's a financial thing. Maybe they couldn't incur some of the same financial ownership of what is the word I'm looking for? Whatever it is, financial. They couldn't carry the same load that the Division Ones could. Maybe I don't know, but there hasn't been very many open at the D2 NAI level.
D2 women's job that's open, Converse College in South Carolina, is open. It'll be interesting to see. Can our girl Heather Macy, is she interested? If she is, can she get involved? Can she get it? She's a no-brainer. The best, the best out there.
I like it.
Yeah, I don't know. Brian, is that all we got for today?
This is all we got. Nothing new on Hutch. So Hutch basketball, though, the NJCAA tournament starts next week. So that's exciting on the men's side in Hudson, Kansas. And the women's, I think, starts the next week too in Lubbock. So shout out to the Division I JUCO level national tournament representatives. And I don't know exactly where D2 is, but yeah, look forward to there's still basketball season going on. For those that have forgot, JUCO hoops national tournament. Tune in. It'll all be live streamed. Tune in, support coaches. If you aren't recruiting JUCO, then you're missing out.
And while Brian thinks about his predictions, I'm going to give a quick shout out to, we've got several members who are competing. Kyle Smith-Peters, a rising coaches member, who's the head coach at John A. Logan. Joe Eatman is a member, the head coach at Shelton State. He's done a great job there. Matthew Scott at Ranger. Oh man, hold on. I don't want to leave anybody out.
Yeah,
so bear with me because there's like two others. Of course, Jordan Verhulst at Chipola. They cut down some nets. He's been a member. And then Charlie Wilson's War, the head coach at Indian River, with the last at-large bid of the field. Charlie's one of the most underrated coaches in the country and has done nothing but win at a not the best job in Florida, Indian River Community College, or State College rather. So congrats to those five.
You got a 14 seed, not bad.
Yeah, well, they're really good. Yeah, I mean, if you win 25 games in the state of Florida, like you're really good.
You're doing something.
Really good. Okay, Brant wants some predictions. What do you got for who you got winning the JUCO national championship?
Yeah, I don't know. I
gotta pull up the bracket here. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up the bracket.
Let's pull it up
because some of it's like the draw, right? Like that's
we got Mineral Area number 1 overall seed. We got Northern.
How about? Can I give a quick shout out to Luke Strage, one of the best JUCO coaches to do it at Mineral Area. He's undefeated so far, isn't he? Has he lost?
Impressive to do what they've done to be a number 1 overall seed in junior college at Mineral Area is unbelievable to think, and really to be number 2 at Northern Oklahoma Tonkawa. I've been there. Donnie Jackson's really, really good, but that's impressive.
Absolutely.
Yeah, hard to say a favorite on this as far as like who's gonna win it, because it's a weird season. Obviously, they started second semester. It's kind of all been compact, and it might be so. I think this NCAA tournament had the most upsets in NCAA tournament history. It was 14 at one point. Kind of around that Elite Eight time. I don't know if there's any more, but I don't know that this will be any different. There may be more upsets in this tournament than there's ever been before. So it'll be definitely must-see TV. I'm looking forward to tuning into it.
Okay, as I'm pulling up the bracket here, which hopefully pulls up, Brian, you'll have to let me know if this works or not. Are you seeing it?
Boom. Let's go.
Okay. I had to go to my man Antrell Carlton's Twitter page. Shout out to Trell. If anybody needs a really good wing out there that is just a winner, go ahead and recruit him at Indian River State. But Also, thank you for posting the bracket because I knew where to find it quickly. As we pull this up, we did get some anonymous scoop from the hotline.
Ooh,
heard some rumblings about the Arizona staff keeping Jack Murphy and Jason Terry. Okay, will be interesting to see. Two good coaches for sure, right there.
2 Arizona alums too,
and 2 Arizona guys, absolutely.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. I think
there was some quick scoop on East Tennessee's staff as well.
They announced the whole staff. Yes,
I think
Hayes is over there.
Yep.
I forget who else. Again, congrats to those guys. I wish them the best. It's hard for me to root for ETSU with what took place there. That's nothing against their coaching staff. It's against their state senators, their school president. I just think the way they handled themselves was pretty disturbing.
Absolutely.
But nonetheless, I'm not taking that out on their staffs. We wish their men's and women's staffs the best. Yep. All right, I'm taking John A. Logan, man. That's who I'm taking to win this whole thing.
I like it. I'm taking the field. No disrespect to
no, you can't take the field.
It was Johnny Logan on the field. It's not Johnny Logan on the field.
No, the 4 seed is not John A. Logan on the field. You got to pick the team you think is going to win it.
People thought it was New Jersey Nets or the Brooklyn Nets of the field for a little bit.
Who we got? You gonna go?
I got nothing. I'll wait till next week.
After they play? That's when you're going to predict?
No, just after some time has gone by.
Okay. All right. Brian is trying to be politically correct. I thought we were hosting the show because neither one of us gave a fuck, but apparently Brian still does. So, understood. No problem. My vote is for Chipola. Yeah. I haven't seen them this year, but I know that they do a really good job. And Donnie Tyndall's a beast, and Jordan's a beast. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was Chipola. I'm going to go Chipola, John A. Logan in the championships. And I think, are they on the opposite sides of the bracket? I hope. Yep, they are. And I'm going to go with John A. Logan with the slight edge, getting the win, squeaking it out in overtime. There you go. All right, guys. Brian, it's been fun as always.
Yes, indeed.
We'll be back next Tuesday, noon, back to our normal time, noon Eastern. And we appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, just if you guys are looking, if your staff is looking to make a hire, hit me up because we'll have some speed interviews with some great former players that are looking to transition into coaching and would love to give those guys an opportunity. So thanks as always for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week.